be completely irresistible to him, to your SP. So, if this is something that you are interested in, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that I can find out what kind of videos that you actually like. So, with that being said, I thought I would tell you why I'm actually doing this kind of content. So, I decided that I would take a little bit of a break from the twin flame and the 5D partnership journey, whether that is soulmates or twin flames. As a ascension guide, I often help to guide other people through soulmate relationships, and I also decided to take a break from my own relationship because I wanted to focus on my own self. So, I have decided to start doing this content again, however, because I have noticed that there is definitely a need for it, because a lot of the content that is being put out at the moment is very negative towards couples, conscious coupling, and partnerships. So I wanted to try and address this in a more healthy way by helping you to attract your specific person, first of all, which is why I have done the video on how to get your specific person to text you. And then the series, I'm not sure what I'm going to call this yet. This is just a new idea that I was kind of dabbling with myself. But anyway, I will do guided meditations on how to open your heart chakra and other things that will help you within your relationships, such as mirroring exercises. But this will help within twin flame relationships, especially, but also within soulmate relationships as well. Yes, I will go more into that. I'll just quickly explain what a mirroring exercise is, though. It's so when you look into a mirror and you look into it and you look into all of your flaws and you look into all of the things that make you you and all of the things that you consider to be imperfections, and you say that I accept this, I love you and I accept you. So I'm not going to go too deep into that because that's what I will do in another video, in another podcast, so to speak. This isn't really a very formal podcast. But I think that I'm going to be doing these a lot more formal with the proper setup soon, but I've just not gotten around to doing it. Anyway, so with that being said, enough rambling on. I will leave a timestamp down below. So, you want to know how to be completely irresistible. One of the main things that you are going to want to do is to be confident, because to a man, this is more aimed at someone who is trying to attract a man. Sorry for anyone who is trying to attract a woman, but it probably works both ways. I'll do a specific video for men as well. However, anyway, so men are very attracted to people who are confident, who know what they want out of life, but not people who are too bossy. So when you're exuding your confidence, don't come off as someone who is going to like bite their head off, but be assertive and set healthy boundaries, because the more that you stick to your boundaries, the more that will show this specific person that you are serious about what it is that you are meaning. Now, the next thing that you are going to want to do is to actually not really focus on them too much, because the more that you focus and obsess over them, the more that they are going to think that you're like a crazy, clingy, attached person. The more that they see that you are someone who is focused on your own life, someone who is motivated by your own career or your own hobbies, the more attractive you become, because they is hard to get their hard to get, if that makes sense. You're not someone who's just easy to get. And the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to not always be so, how do I say this? Not always be so forthcoming when it comes to intimate relationships. So, although intimate relationships cover a wide range of experiences, such as watching movies together, things like that, you're going to want to pull back things like kissing on the first date, because this is actually, I've heard myself saying that men are actually attracted to, because they see you as someone who is, again, hard to get. So you're not someone who everyone is able to get into your energy, and because of this makes you more attractive to. Um, Now, the next thing that you are going to want to do is you are going to want to be honest wherever you can, because someone who is an integral person, someone who is open and honest about their feelings, is someone who builds trust within the relationship. And when you build trust within the relationship, this sets for a healthy foundation when you are going to be moving forwards. And this ensures that you are going to be able to have healthy communication. Because you can spend hours making yourself look different or whatever it is you're doing, but if you can't communicate with your specific person, you are going to find that the relationship isn't going to go anywhere, and it's not going to be a relationship that is able to ground itself. So it's not going to be down to earth. You're not going to be able to communicate with each other. And you will find that both of you are feeling like you have got something that you are missing if you're not communicating with each other in a healthy way. Now, the next thing that you are going to want to do is you are going to want to look after your physical health, your fitness, and things like this, because if you are someone who is quite codependent, or someone who is very needy, or you're someone who doesn't seem like you are very healthy, this is going to cause people to be unattracted to your energy, because they're going to think that it's kind of like a survival of the fittest thing. It's like, if you're not healthy and you're not good in yourself, I can't look after you, kind of thing, because we've all got to look after ourselves. So it's like a subconscious thing that we all, like, yes, we do want to look after people. We all have that empathetic response within us. But if you're really just neglecting yourself and you're not looking after yourself at all, this is going to make you more unattractive. So if you are showering regularly, if you're brushing your teeth, if you're eating healthy food, this is going to make you more irresistible to your person, because they are going to see you as someone who has got your stuff together. And yes, so this brings me on to the next step. I don't remember exactly how many steps we're up to now, but the next step is that, well, brain fog. One moment. Nope, I don't remember the step that I was going to talk about. Well, then another one is that you are going to want to, well, because if you are friendly, then other people are going to see you as someone who they want to have around them as well. If you're someone who is very negative, very grumpy, and someone who other people don't feel like they want to spend time with, this is going to be a major turn off to your person. So you are going to want to make sure that you are looking after your own mental health. I was just what it was that I was going to say because I do think that it was quite a good point. If I remember it, because I'll watch this back, I'll link, I'll comment it. But yeah, so another thing that you can do to be more irresistible is you can actually balance your spirituality, your own spiritual beliefs, because when you believe in a higher being, a higher state of consciousness, you are going to find that you are able to use this as something to fall back on if you are falling into a low vibration. So you are going to find that you can use your connection to spirit to heal yourself and also to uplift this connection. And other people are going to be attracted to you because of your spiritual beliefs. Because, again, if you are someone who is able look after yourself in times of difficulty, this is going to make you more attractive because other people are going to see you as someone who is nurturing and someone who is very loving, someone who they want to be around. Because again, if you're looking after yourself in difficult times or even in good times as well, then you are also going to be someone who is able to look after other people, and other people are going to be drawn to this. Making sure that you're not being used though, so taking time to really look after your own self. And that's everything. I said we're looking after your physical health, dressing well as well, and being kind to others. These things just make you irresistible to other people because they see you as someone who is just someone that they want to spend their time around. And yes, so that is everything that I am feeling called to channel today. And if I remember what I was going to say, then I will comment. I will leave it in the description box. See you. Goodbye.